and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk. I'm Jade Harrel, and I'm joined by Amber Klear and Jami Ballentine Dolby. Welcome, ladies.
Hello.
Happy
Summertime
summer.
fun, right?
Summertime. Well, in light of our guest today and the focus of our conversation, we are talking about things in the summer, but we're talking about what we've learned. And so what have you learned that you'd like to share about today?
I'm learning that I love being outside. I'm learning to just continue to live my best life. That's what I'm learning.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're talking full outside, or are you like
I'm outside.
creature of comfort?
No, I'm outside.
So tent or cabin?
I'm outside.
Full-fledged. Okay. You know Amber is. What is
Yeah,
it?
I'm all feral in the forest. Like, I'm
She's
just out
feral.
there. But I am learning to be my most authentic self. And I'm learning to say no more. I say yes to adventure and no to the things that weigh me down so that I can make room for the things that will bring me up.
I agree. Well, I'm learning.
What are you learning?
I know, right? I keep getting out of the questions
Yes.
because I asked you for a reason. I am learning to fuel my path. I have goals, dreams. I love doing this work, but I haven't mastered, and I'm learning how to better fortify that gift.
I love that.
Yes,
I
thank
love
you
that
so
for you.
very much. And our next guest will be a testament to all of that. We're going to take a quick break, but when we get back, we are speaking to a woman who has made history in the world of education right here in St. Louis. So learning is legacy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Welcome back to Let's Talk. At Let's Talk, we're always trying to highlight and elevate women doing amazing things in the area, the region, and nationally. Today is no different. We are so excited to have the first female president in the history of St. Louis's only historically Black college and university, Harris-Stowe State University. Please help us give a warm welcome to Dr. LaTonia Collins Smith.
Thank you.
Well, you're pretty mellow to have assumed such a role.
Yes.
What an honor to meet you in this light. What's it like for you?
It's amazing and it's surreal. I am truly honored to be serving in this capacity and truly grateful. As a native St. Louis and a proud product of St. Louis Public Schools, there's so much synergy and so much connection and historical context for me to be serving at this point in time. You know, I oftentimes reflect on just the history of Harris-Stowe, our predecessor institution, Stowe's Teachers College. There was another African-American female who served, Ruth Harris, who served in the capacity as president of one of our predecessor institutions. But what's so amazing about it, when you look at the historical context, we're both natives of the Ville neighborhood. Wow. We're both members of the same sorority, and so the same chapter. It was just so much synergy there. And then when I think about just those whom shoulders I stand on, when I think about Richard K. Stumpy, who was a part of St. Louis Public Schools, but eventually he came back to St. Louis Public Schools after serving as president, and he was my graduating principal from my high school. And I think about Dr. Henry Givens, who served for 32 years and took that university from one building to 7. And then my mentor, Dr. DeWan Wormack, who came and really helped craft that HBCU space and put us nationally in that light. and, you know, really grew the institution from 14-degree programs to 50-degree programs. So it is an amazing time to be at Harris-Stowe, and so it's not a role that I take lightly at all. It is a role and a space and a place to be able to create an opportunity and showcase that for anybody who ever dreamed of becoming, for little black and brown girls, individuals who are from the hood, if you ever dreamed of becoming, let my light shine as evidence that that can happen.
I can't imagine you could take it lightly, and I'm very moved by your sharing, because there's so many precision points along the way in your journey, so laser precise, the connectivity from your predecessor to your sorority sisters, to your neighborhood, to your, even to the very idea of what you envision for the university now that you're there. When you were looking at those doors before you applied, what did you imagine? What made you say, hey, I need to take this on and give it a go?
Well, you know, for me, my story is not one that is a typical route. You know, I had another career here in the community. I was a social work and public health practitioner in the St. Louis region for about 21 years. And I tell the story as I stumbled into higher ed. A friend of mine called one Saturday morning and said, there's a job for you at Harris-Stowe. I was only supposed to be there 9 months, but it has been 13 years. And I was the part-time that was full-time. I took a closet and made it an office. I worked out of my car for a year. But what did not change was the commitment. And when I got to Harris-Stowe, I saw myself. I saw students who looked like me, whose story mirrored mine, and who just needed someone to believe in them and help push them to the next level. And I'm grateful because I, along my journey, have had individuals to push me to the next level, and to believe in me and to see something in me that I couldn't see in myself. So it is only befitting that I do that for the next generation. And so I never set out to become a college president. I just wanted to work on a college campus.
You stumbled into presidency too.
I just wanted to work on a college campus because the students there gave me life. They gave me energy. They helped me to really understand what my purpose and my passion was. And they were really, truly the catalyst for me to say, okay, here am I, send me. Let me step up. If not me, then who?
Then who?
Right?
And if not now, then when? When.
I love that. One of the things I noticed with when you were doing your inauguration period, and you also celebrated a big birthday that time. It's one thing for people, for you to celebrate others, right? But I always can measure almost the quality of a person or who you are by the amount of people that came out to support you. And I just have to say, it was amazing. The room, so many women were there to support you and to elevate you, and you've done that. How have you really kind of changed that campus culture? I think Givens set the tone. Warmack really brought Harris-Stowe into the future, and you, I feel like it's another light. It's another light that just went on in the university. What have you attributed that to, and what is that? What are your goals, I guess,
I think
this year?
I attribute it to just me. So I'm a very transparent leader. And coming to Harris-Stowe, it gave me the opportunity to be who I needed as a first-generation college student by default at a PWI, at a predominantly white institution. It gave me that opportunity to help other first-generation college students. Students who may have been under-resourced, underprepared, to help them to see that there is a space for you and there's a place for you, and that you too can obtain a college degree, right? And so the culture, what you'll see, and you'll begin to see that it's a total transformation of Harris-Stowe, because we are truly building a culture of success. And in order to build a culture, we're unapologetic about the population of students that we serve.
Why should you apologize?
We're not apologizing for it because what we know, and for me, I'm a living example of that, right? And so the good thing, what you will see is that we're building this culture. What's significant, most people say, well, what's different about Harris-Stowe? I'm gonna tell you what's different about Harris-Stowe. It is a family-like community. The other part is you have a name at Harris-Stowe. You're not just a number. But not only that, you become a part of a family. And when you're a part of a family, it's your family that supports you, that pushes you, that cheer for you on the sideline, that also correct you. So, you know, I am happy to be in a space where I can show up every day my authentic self. And I know that I've helped somebody. I'm excited about being in a space where I'm auntie, I'm mom, I'm cousin. I'm excited about that.
I love it.
You know, so that's the beauty, and that is the culture, and that's the difference that's at Harris-Stowe, because, you know, you can come in and you can be just who you are. You can be that diamond in the rough, but by the time you graduate, you're going to be that true diamond, right? You can be that coal when you come, but you're going to be a true diamond.
I love that, because everybody kind of has that phase where something becomes like the new hot thing, right? And Harris-Stowe has been a thing and has been the buzz for a long time, but I really feel like right now, and I mean, St. Louis is really getting behind Harris-Stowe. What's one of the things that you would like to highlight most about Harris-Stowe that people just don't know about? Maybe a program or something that's going on?
One of the things that we're so much more than a college of education. You know, we have well over 50 degree programs, and we're breaking ground in some spaces and places that other HBCUs aren't, and other universities aren't. You know, our entrepreneurship, we're looking at our Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. We're also very highly involved with the new NGA that's coming to North St. Louis, and we're preparing young people to go in and work in that space. So those are things that I want to know. Those are
just a couple of the things, and there's plenty more. And I know, Amber, you can't wait to ask. So many great things to talk about and learn and discover, but we're just going to take a quick break. Stay with us. When we return, we will have more with the president of Harris-Stowe State University, Dr. Madam President LaTonia Collins Smith. Stay with us.
I, Krista, take you, Jami, to be my wife.
When we found out that we were pregnant, we were just elated. We were just sitting there waiting for the pediatrician. She said she won't be taking you in as a client.
We are a lesbian couple, but she's just a baby. She's the one you're denying the service to.
Welcome back to Let's Talk. We've been having a very good, deep conversation with Dr. LaTonia Collins Smith, the first female president of Harris-Stowe State University. As we continue, I'm just so in awe of the journey, but also where you're going. Amber, you had a question?
I do. You as a person, you walk into a room and you have such a powerful, commanding energy. But then the minute Jami said something about recovery, you were so honest and you're like, no, I'm not. And how did you get to such a healthy place with your mental health?
Because, you know, in my other life, I was a social worker and public health practitioner. And so that comes with the territory. You know, in order for you, you know, in this role, and because of who I am naturally, I'm always at the core of who I am, a social worker. And so I genuinely care about people. And so you have to get to a point where if I'm asking everybody else to be honest, I have to be honest with myself. That is the first key to being healthy. That is the first key to mental health. That is also the first key to being able to heal from anything, right? And so I'll be very honest, I was not always at this space. But now I'm at a place where it's okay with so much going on and things that you see every day in the world. You know, you think, wow, if that person would have just shared with somebody, you know what I mean?
Honestly, it was so refreshing because so many other powerful leaders will always say that they're always okay. And so it seems like it's this unattainable goal. And then when you said that, I lost my breath in awe.
Yeah, yeah. You know, because it's best to be honest with yourself and you know first and recognize when you're not okay. You know, the question was, have I recovered? No, and I don't think I ever will, right? It was so overwhelming. There was, you know, it was amazingly overwhelming. And so one of the things that, from a mental health standpoint, it is okay to not be okay. And then you have to also make sure you have, one of the things that I have developed is this, this healthy no, you know, that it's okay to say no. And it's okay that you cannot be everywhere and be everything to everybody.
Can you still say that as the president of a university? I mean, everyone needs or wants access to you.
And so that's when you have to prioritize.
Okay.
And so the one thing about me, I'm very clear about who I am as a person. And so in these roles, you have to be very clear about who you are as a person. I oftentimes share with people and people are like, I can't see that. I'm probably one of the most introverted extroverts that you'll ever meet.
Right. That's probably the healthiest way to handle this.
And that's because there are times when I know when I've met my max and that I have to go and just kind of shut down and regroup and refresh in order to be who I need to be for others. And so I encourage everybody to become in tune with self so that you'll know when your breaking points are and when enough is enough. You know, for me, that's go to my little quiet space and pull down my nice little light blocking blinds and watch my Lifetime movies, right? Yeah. So you have to figure that out for yourself. And oftentimes in these roles, we go, and then you have this shutdown, you know. So that's what keeps me going. People always say, do you ever sleep? I do. Right. And here's the thing, I sleep really, really well at night. You know, most people ask, well, what keeps you up at night? Nothing.
Nothing. Does being in a space of not only your best contribution, your passion, but being able to be your authentic self, play a role and enable you to be and feel like that and be able
absolutely. Absolutely. When I was heavily involved in social work and public health, I used to have this term that I would share with my clients and whoever I was interacting with about masking. You know, and oftentimes we walk around and we wear these masks, and part of wearing a mask is saying, if I had came in here and said, oh yeah, everything's great, I'm okay. That's a mask, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's best to be your authentic self because you never know when you are your authentic self, who else you're helping.
Right, absolutely.
Case in point, you said, by hearing you say that, it made you feel like, oh, okay, it's okay not to be okay, right? And so I think more individuals who are at levels of responsibility and leadership, I oftentimes say with responsibility comes accountability. And so it is very important for me to, when we talk about letting your light shine and those type of things, it's important for me to be as normal as possible, right? When you get in these positions, you're a normal person. And I like to be a normal person, and I'm an open book because I like to share with individuals. You know, I shared at the inauguration that true champions focus on the journey and not just the finish line.
That's right.
And if I was focused on the finish line, all the other stuff that happened and all the bloopers and everything that happened behind the scene, you would never know, right? But your journey is what really helps other people to understand that it's okay
and
to
to
be
get
your
their
authentic
power. Yeah,
self.
absolutely.
Because we didn't arrive to these spaces without bumps, bruises. If I really sat and told you like all of the things that happened to get to this point, you'd be like, really? You survived?
Yeah.
You know, and so
and that's even more
important.
empowering and illuminating for us, which I think your predecessors did. Yeah. And that's what attracted and kept it going to this day.
Absolutely.
That's powerful. Absolutely. That's so good.
I love that. One of the things I know that you've been, this summer, I feel like everybody's going to have their Harris-Stowe gear on.
Yes.
We recently saw Grammy award-winning Nelly with Harris-Stowe gear. What do you think you're attributing that to? I mean, when we were doing the 314 Day announcement, it was intentional about location and there, but seeing, you know, when DJ was here, DJ always had Harris-Stowe gear on, and I saw on your slideshow had him. Nelly's rocking it. I mean, people around town are now wearing their Harris-Stowe gear. Why is Harris-Stowe really the place to be and the thing to do, even if you're not a student or an alum?
Well, we have a lot going on at Harris-Stowe. And Harris-Stowe, you know, I affectionately say we're the buzz. You know, there's a lot of great things that are happening at Harris-Stowe. And Harris-Stowe is a significant part of St. Louis culture. That's right. There's so many things that Harris-Stowe has contributed to this community. And I think it's important that we embrace that, right? And so we're increasing awareness. You will begin to see Harris-Stowe in the community. You're going to see our students in the community. I'm a firm believer to whom much is given, much is required. And so it is important for our students to understand the community in which they live. Our goal, and as we talk about what is the vision is for us to really impact not just St. Louis, but our region. We will be a beacon of light and a beacon of hope for young people who still in 2023 don't understand that they can actually go to college. Honestly. You know, I still meet young people today who don't even realize that college is even possible. And so you will begin to see that. And we need our community to embrace us a lot more, because there are still people who don't even know that we have an HBCU in the city of St. Louis. And so our brand awareness is everything.
We're on it.
It's everything. And so when we travel, when I travel, I always have on Harris-Stowe gear, because that is the best way for us to share the good news about a space and a place that a lot of people haven't heard of before.
Absolutely. Well, we are happy to step up to the charge and shout from the rooftops about how amazing Harris-Stowe State University is, as well as the leadership. You know, this has been a time of really getting closer and getting to know you. Folks can find out about we're talking numerous amount of things, website and such, but key to this conversation was really getting to know who's at the heart of this university and where it's going. And I think you're going to impact not only just our region, but multifold across the world and through legacy. So you have fallen right into your position in the long line of those that are hoping for our future and dreaming this for us too. I love it. I love it. Dr. Collins Smith, thank you so much. I'm elated for her joining us today, and congratulations.
Well, thank you so much. It's truly an honor. And thank you. I appreciate being here with you all today.
I mean, you've got things to last a lifetime, memories to last a lifetime. So congrats on all your accomplishments and everything happening at Harris-Stowe State University. For more information, and you'll have to go to the website because there's tons of things to learn about, get involved, and hey, yes, you can go to college too. Keep up with all the happenings at St. Louis's only HBCU, and be sure to visit hssu.edu or connect with them on all of their social media platforms. And be sure to share. Stay with us. There's more Let's Talk when we return. We'll be back.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look.
And welcome back. I hope that you learned something valuable from the president of Harris-Stowe State University. I mean, she blew me away from the first couple of topics and things she shared about.
She's so amazing, so graceful, but also powerful. And she brings a calm over what, what your own reality can be. That's when I look at her, I'm like, you know what? You can do this, but you don't have to do it in a stressful way.
She has such a powerful presence and is so authentic with who she is that she just can take over a room. Her whole vibe will change whatever the room is. And I love that.
Absolutely right about that.
Well, that's why I was talking about that nutritious support of your path. She holds true to herself, knowing and loving herself, giving her the rest, the space, and the boundaries, and therefore that realness transfers over.
You can't be fake when you're living in your truth. You're truthful to yourself. You're honest with your village. Like you really can't be anything but powerful.
Absolutely. I think that's where the power lies.
It does.
Ashley. So there's power in being your real, true, authentic
She's
self.
a true leader versus other people who just have authority. Like she is very powerful. Other people are very fake and pretend everything is okay all the time and they have all the power always. And she really does have that power.
It's okay to not be okay.
Yeah, it is. And in that we see the fruit that emerges from that.
You know what I did learn today?
What?
Harris-Stowe is all the buzz.
All the buzz.
Harris-Stowe is the buzz. That's what it is for me.
We need some buzz. Yes. Not that, but
Harris-Stowe is the buzz. Harris-Stowe is the buzz.
Is the buzz. So get you some gear, tell people about it, and we are unfortunately out of time. We have to thank our guest, Dr. LaTonia Collins Smith, the first female president at St. Louis's only HBCU, Harris-Stowe State University. And thank you at home, of course, for joining us. The show may be over, but you can always find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, that still exists, and YouTube, or visit us at stltv.net anytime. I'm Jade Harrel for Amber Klear and Jami Ballentine Dolby. We'll see you next time on Let's Talk. Because it's right here like you're doing it to me, but I see you in my periphery. You can't see that.
Oh, I can. I just know it's focused on you.
It's focused on you.
No, I mean, but it's looking at her. The camera's right there, and so it's like I'm staring at her.
It's like it ricochets.